Anyway, that's Mannequin, and that's the song that's it's on iTunes already, and you can go get it. And the full album is going to be out on the 23rd of June on iTunes as well. Very good. The album's called Human Geometry.
Now, can we go a little bit about your career? You know, how did you get into the music?
I've been surrounded by music my whole life. My dad's family is extremely, extremely musical. He plays the guitar and dabbles in other instruments. And his family, there's lots of people in his family that play all kinds of instruments. And I've always been surrounded by music. I was put in piano lessons when I was about 6. So I've been playing piano for a long time. I can't carry a piano around with me, unfortunately, and sing. But I've been doing voice lessons for a while also. And I kind of always knew that I wanted to sing. And for a while I wasn't sure that I actually wanted to write my own stuff. But then, at some point the writing just sort of came, and then so I wrote everything, like I played the piano and wrote everything the old-fashioned way, and then we took it to the computer, and then we made it electronica. So we did it the old way, and my producer Monsieur Adi and I sort of created the whole thing based on the initial traditional writing.
Now, did I read you've never met Monsieur Adi?
I have never met Monsieur Adi. It's a weird thing. I saw some of his stuff online, some of his design stuff online that I really liked, and I told him that I really liked it. I sent him an email, and I also told him that if he needs anything, because I have some illustration background as well, so I was like, if you need any illustrations for your website, your website's amazing. I'd love to help you out. And then he sent me a message back, and it turns out that we have a lot of the same influences and a lot of the same goals and a lot of the same ideas about things, and. I don't know. I actually didn't know that he did music for a while until I started recording just some demo stuff, just covers, and I sent one of my covers to him. Just I just wanted to know what he thinks, because I value his opinion so much. And he's like, "Hold on," and he disappeared off MSN for about an hour and a half, and he came back, and it was completely different. And we had something. And initially, I just wanted his opinion on things, and he was just going to give me like a little, add a few. Bells and whistles here and there, but then we decided that he would completely co-produce the album with me.
Now, how many live shows have you done? I saw some videos up on the net of
I just had my first show in New York on Monday night, which was a blast, and that was actually my second show ever, so I've only done 2 shows. The first one was in Ottawa, at Zayfos, which is like a great hangout where everyone goes. All my friends came. It was very, very exciting. He was there. And then the other show was on Monday night at Ella, which was also a lot of fun. I can't talk about it. It's so much fun.
Are there going to be videos floating around?
There should be. I think there's a couple of videos that we edited from the Zayfos from the first show in Ottawa.
Right.
That are sort of, I'm not sure what they're doing, but they're around somewhere. You can probably look for them. They'll be online soon. There's a video on my MySpace, myspace.com/NoahXMusic, of the Would You performance from the Ottawa performance. And there's going to be more videos up, so you just got to keep looking for them.
Now, I saw your influences were Bjork and Daft Punk.
Bjork, I can't talk enough about Bjork. Bjork and Daft Punk are pretty huge influences, I'd say, on me, because they show sort of what I'm trying to do, is that dance music doesn't have to be mindless. It doesn't have to just be, it doesn't have to be a straight beat and no subject matter. Bjork uses a lot of weird instruments in doing electronic music that aren't necessarily instruments even. Like I was watching a documentary on her, and she said that she wanted a particular sound, and she sent her sound guy into the garden to record the sound of a dewdrop. And, you know, they were like, it's impossible. And she's like, no, try. And so I don't remember if they were ever actually successful, but they tried. And so we tried to do a little bit of that. Adama was hitting shoes on a table, Monsieur Adi was hitting shoes on the table, and we have like backwards violins and like noise from guitars, and just like my voice also, we try to make it into an instrument at some points. And they've just been, Daft Punk and Bjork are just people who aren't afraid to step outside of the box as far as instruments and arrangements go, and they've been, I mean, there's not a day that I go by without listening to at least one of their songs. They just always end up on my playlist.
With both those bands, though, where do you see the separation, say, between the image and the music? I mean, they both seem to be pretty visual artists.
That's another thing that's extremely, extremely important to me. Not in like a, you know, images means everything kind of way, but I've always been very a visual thinker, because I mean, I grew up like loving movies, and that was part of how I liked music as well, is because of all the old, like the Singing in the Rain, all the old movie musicals where the visual and the music are so complementary to each other that they almost are inseparable, but they still work without the other one. And I'm really into design and illustration and fashion and that kind of thing. So it's important to me anyway. If I wasn't doing music, I'd still be into all the visual side of things. If I wasn't like in the visual side of thing, I'd be obsessed with music. So they just go hand in glove. And I think and Bjork especially, she doesn't do anything visually for the sake of doing it, I think. I mean, it's arguable. Some people have different opinions about Bjork, but I think that everything she does visually complements, if not enhances, what the music is already. And I don't know, I'd love to work with her.
Sure. Now, the new disc drops what, over the summer?
Yeah, June 23rd is when Human Geometry is going to be on iTunes, and we're going to have some physical CDs after that as well.
Now, what's the plans then for the rest of the year? Are you going to go on a big tour?
We're gonna try to set up some shows. I'm doing on June 10th. We're doing Arjun Knight, which is Arjun Wright, who's a great blogger who is having a show of all his favorite artists, and that's going to be very, very exciting. Lots of interesting people are going to be there. I'm not sure what the final list is yet, so don't quote me on it. But there's going to be some good people, and then we're going to I'm going to do some shows in Montreal and Toronto, and probably another show in Ottawa. We're probably going to do something big for the actual release of the album, like an album release party. And then we're going to try to go over to Europe at some point as well and do some shows.
Well, is there anything you want to let people know about yourself, the music?
I'm just happy to be able that I can talk about the music, and I'm very happy for the people that have been following on myspace.com/NoahXMusic so far, and you can follow me on Twitter as well, which is also NoahXMusic. And just, get yourself over to iTunes and keep supporting, and we'll keep doing some good music.
Sounds good. Well, thank you.
Thank you.